These
This
rolls
is
were for
just.
nothing.
I'm playing Poe. I'm playing Poe, and I don't know what these guys are doing here, but I'm Poe and Lawrence Twin.
I'm playing with
Yo.
Flotsam. Oh no, wait,
Oh,
you're good.
that's it?
Oh my god.
Let's take us away, please.
Oh my god, I should have asked if I could play Ratso. This is fucking outrageous.
Blitzmonk, can you just focus for a dang second? We're on live.
Sorry.
We're at
We are live?
Yes.
Oops. Bloopers. Say hi to the
Oh,
behind
God.
the scenes DVD extras, guys. Too hot to stream. Blight in Bytopia. Bytopia, this is off script, guys. Oh god. Hello mom, hello dad. Oh cut, guys. How embarrassing. Oh my god. I flubbed my lines. Come on, restart the prompter.
No,
Restart
it's
the prompter,
already on.
Jimmy. Okay. Get me. No. Restart the prompter.
It's
Give me my
restarted.
fucking tap
Are you
water.
ready? 3, 2, 1, go.
Hey guys, welcome back to Blight in Bytopia. Today, guys, we are going to travel our boy. Oh, yeah, I fucking ruined it again. Fuck this. Just go straight to merch corner. I can't fucking cope with this. I'm working with amateurs here.
Okay. Blitz, I'm gonna call on you to roll a D420.
I know. I just joked her out about like but my roll 20. Oh, okay. Somehow I am actually experiencing technical difficulties. My roll 20 chat has just expanded into.
No.
Wait, I just.
Then
There we go.
Oh, there we go. He
didn't.
Okay,
Yeah.
195. Okay, sorry.
All right, there we are. So there's going to be 195 of these, which is good because they're a little different. It's not a black shirt for once. It's purple. The inside collar says BBL Drizzy, and the front it says "Hate the way you walk, the way that you talk," and it's a picture of whatchamacall, Wilder.
Oh my god, that's perfect.
That's great.
Can I have a request? Can there
Go
be
on.
like a special one-off one, even if it's just for me, and it's the same thing, but it's Dusk talking about Wyatt?
Absolutely.
Huh.
That one will be black.
Excellent, thank you.
On to spooky corner.
I got sold a lot of cheese yesterday, and it's all very lovely. But by God, did I spend too much money on cheese? That's kind of spooky in this economy. But like I picked out a couple, and then the man selling me the cheese, he said, "Oh, do you like goat's cheese?" And I was like, "Yeah, I just want those." And he was like, "No, you need something to go with this one. You need a goat's cheese." I'm like, okay, fine. I fear confrontation too much to avoid being sold things such as expensive cheese. It wasn't that bad, but
Did you get fancy illegal cheeses?
I don't think so. I got I don't know how to pronounce it, Shawms or something.
I don't know. I don't know what the illegal cheeses are actually called. I know there's one that's like maggoty, but most of them are
Maggoty.
Unpasteurized, because you can't sell unpasteurized anything in the United States.
Well, they probably are illegal then in your country because they're European cheeses. What else is spooky in my life at the moment? There's been a lot of spiders in my life.
Oh, sorry to hear.
I've saved all of them except for one that when I was trying to save it, it did something stupid and ended up dead, and it made me really sad. I also saved a moth. That was more impressive, I think.
Yeah. Harder.
Yeah. Art corner.
Yes. Well, I got no fruit for you guys. Got nothing today except fruit. Fruit. Raspberries, blueberries, strawberries, all the berries. If you like some fruit, get you some fruit. It's good for you. But don't overdo it. Don't overdo it. please don't overdo it. Nothing. Always have moderation in anything you do. Always, including D&D. Yep, I said it.
Ooh,
How dare you?
I said it. I said
controversial.
it. Controversial. Shots fired. Anyway, that's it. That's it for me.
All right. Well, last week, does anybody have a bullet point
Yeah,
summary?
kind
Listen,
of. Not
go
really,
on.
actually.
I got one.
My-
And then they were separated.
Oh.
Ooh.
I
Mhm.
literally just wrote down like people's names that they said they were, and at first I wrote Madge for Wyatt, and then I wrote I know it's Wyatt, and then smiley face. I wrote down like some phrases I kept saying. Basically, everyone ended up in a village where you can't leave. It's like Hotel California. And I'm trying to think. I was playing a Kenku who was trying to help them. They were a little bit sus of the Kenku, I think, understandably. They met with the leader and were given like a little house to bunk down in for the night and told the rules about the others. And then there was a crash of an airship. We went to go check it out. We saved everyone on the ship, I think. Actually, no. One person died. Wyatt didn't get to her in time,
Yeah,
unfortunately.
everyone else saved somebody.
Yeah.
Why?
Woof.
And then we realised it was getting way too late to be able to make it back to the village, so we have bunkered up in this airship and we're awaiting the others. But
Fuck yeah.
Lauren's somewhere else having a grand old time, I imagine.
That was last week. This week we are honing in on our good friend Lowen, who was indeed separated, and did not get to enter the town of Near. Luckily or unluckily, I think we're about to find out. Yeah. So today we're doing a Lowen sesh. Let's absolutely do this, gamers. Let's do it.
Oh no, why have I got spooky music?
Once upon a starlit eve, we tread Elfame, ne'er to leave, a realm by dream and fable spun, myths and dance neath moon and sun. Through the milkwood deep we stray, lonesome reaches the hidden bay, pixie grotto for all things small, fairies and ants the odd mothball. In spite of the mother's quick assent, King Toadheart would never relent. Small but mighty he did declare, so come and get it if you dare. And come and get it did the queen, spread her curse then fled the scene. Wife of the king now laid to rest, Toadheart knelt at the queen's behest. Rebellion whispers neath the trees, a hidden force that seeks to seize their freedom from the tyrant's hand, though progress falters in this land. A saving grace they hope to find, a spark to free their hearts and mind. Yet shadows loom and hope is thin in the whimsical realm of Elfame. We are going to pick up as Lowen assumably is amidst in the woods, standing surrounded by trees, from trying to navigate to this place that's assumably not far, or is right here, or is at least near. Lowen, this is theater of the mind. You're looking around and you realize that you are alone. What would you like to do?
But I'm with the wait, do I know that the thingies are around me? The what's the names?
The
Flotsams.
Yes.
I'm trying to squint. at them. Now that can't be good. They kind of crouch down and offer their hands and arms and things for them to crawl up on so they don't get further separated from the others.
Yeah, absolutely. Mothcat flies down, lands near river, which I assume is like kind of tucked in, like maybe your hood or something. And then you've got Ratso, which just scuttles up and also sits in the hood. The fox peacock is a bit big, but they'll tail you. They're still
Okay.
quite small, but
You guys okay? You haven't disappeared, so maybe that's a good sign. I'm sorry, but we'll try and find them, I promise. um, uh, oh God. Okay.
yeah, you're alone. There's no one else here except a bunch of animals. You know that your friends are potentially not dead, and that's even a potentially. It's hard to say.
Yeah. Has the forest around me changed, or was I too, like, in my own thoughts to notice?
It's kind of hard because this Feywood has a tendency to change, but only when you're like exactly like what you said in your thoughts notice, or when you're like glancing the other way in your peripheral, or when you're kind of dozing off and daydreaming. But it doesn't change in very obvious ways. You look around, you see thick wood all around where you are, and then you see kind of a shining glint of metal just a little bit further on.
I'll start creeping towards that.
Yeah.
Can I move quietly? I'm not sure what it is.
Absolutely. Stealthy. Yes, you can absolutely do that. The flotsams are like functionally they're like on you, but they're not going to affect like your checks or anything. It's completely fine. And neither's River.
Okay. Let me just check something.
Yeah, imagine one blinks out. No.
Okay. Oh.
Crack. Left foot hits a branch. Kind of stumble to the side. If there's something here, it's probably noticed you, but you don't hear anything else ahead, at least.
Yeah, I'm just heading towards the metal thing.
Cool. You descend. There's kind of like a shallow run down with lots of fallen leaves, crunch, as you descend. And you notice that the forest itself kind of gives way to a clearing. And you hear the trickle of water from the river, the same river, a new river. It's really hard to say. Which kind of bows around in front and curves in front of you and kind of moves in a different direction. You see all around you is rusted machinery. There's kind of this vibrant graffiti which splashes against the side of these metal kind of husks. All broken, potentially belonging to the same piece of machinery. Very hard to say. You are here.
Sorry, just taking note. Okay. Oh. I'm just wondering, like, looking at all the graffiti. Oops. Come on, little duck. There you go. Okay.
Most of it seems to be claimed back by the ground.
Mm.
You walk along, you see there's the graffiti that you can see here, which is the most obvious. And then you can see there's some added extras. One of them says, "Where there is fight, there is might." You walk along and you see on the large kind of cog, which is, I guess, half dropped into this river, it says, "Not my queen." And then kind of splayed across near the knuckles of his hand, it says, "Down with the changeling court."
Oh. Oh, I don't like that.
In your hood, River kind of perks its little head up and goes, "Hey, I think this is where my mom lives."
Oh, you think so?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll put you down. And I take the little duckling from my hood and crouch and put them down.
River unsteadily kind of settles on their little feet and then waddles very slowly and then slap, 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 slap. Starts running. Slap, 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 slap.
Lauren's going to cringe at the, like, down with the changeling court and peer around and change their appearance.
That's pretty safe.
They're going to just give themselves, they're like not going to change their like structure, just give themselves brown hair. What colour were my mum's eyes, would you say?
I don't know, Blitz, what do you reckon?
Oh God. What did you see before she died?
That is the most out of pocket moment you've ever had. That's fucking insane, dude. That is like Brendan Lee Mulligan levels of devilry. Like that is so fucked up, dude.
So
They were blue, but that is so fucked up.
Okay. Lauren changes their colour, their eyes to blue, and allows like a wash of sort of fair but maybe slightly freckled skin to pass over them, so they don't look like a statue anymore. Bit of like rosiness in the cheeks.
Very nice. Very cute. You hear the slap, slap, slap of River. They cross this long, extended finger onto this small bay, and they come to like a halt. And then you hear silence. Thank you, Nick.
Thanks, Nick.
Thanks, Nick.
I'm gonna. Oh, thanks, Nick. I'm gonna quietly follow while looking at the graffiti. Why is Mishka breathing green flames?
I don't know. I can't answer these questions. It's just how it is.
That is the best macro.
As you cross this river, Lowen, you see rivers come to a stop, and just beyond them, there's dapplings of blood and feather.
Oh no.
Just a little bit I guess, south, kind of around where these rocks are, you can see there's like evidence of a little nest and, 3 or 4 duckling eggs with a kind of larger egg among them, and they're all cracked.
So, all the eggs are like cracked and broken.
As in, like, they've been hatched. Like, you don't see any like
Oh,
mucus embryonic kind of stuff.
oh God.
You see more that like they're out there, and this is River's egg, probably, presumably.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna.
You also see a small pile of ash.
I'm gonna go to the pile of ash and just kind of try and glean. Is it like a campfire or something?
Are you inspecting it?
Yeah.
Yeah, you walk up, squat down, take a look. It looks too like small and collected to be a campfire. As in it just kind of looks like as if someone's like swept up, like I guess ash into a neat pile. And you see like a glint of something inside.
Oh, I'll brush aside the stuff to get to what's inside.
Inside there is a kind of a small kind of ceramic, almost like a Tupperware container. Do you speak Sylvan?
Oh God. No.
It seems like there's something scrawled on it. It's very short. You assume it kind of might be a name. But it's in Sylvan, so you can't really understand what it says.
Oh God, I forgot about that bit. Okay. Is it locked?
No, you can pop it open.
Yeah, I'll pop it open.
Inside you see a small vial. It has a blue liquid inside, and it says, "Drink me."
Fuck this.
And next to it is a small cookie, maybe more of a cake, cupcake with pink icing, and upon that says, "Eat me."
Lauren going the stairs. just baffled, I think. Like, what? Why would I do that? And then thinks, actually, should I?
Unless. River's gonna look around with kind of big yellow eyes and say, "What happened to my mom?"
I can't say, but she may have got a bit hurt, but we can find out. Come on, come back on my shoulder.
Oh. They come back on the shoulder.
Yeah, I'd kind of cradle. The name's not Duck, so it's River.
Well, that's what you think.
Okay. Are these just like little butterfly pieces of thingy graffiti that I've seen?
Yeah, little bits of kind of like small wings almost. You can, if you want to, make a perception check.
Yeah. Oh,
Well, you don't notice anything out of the ordinary. You don't notice anything exceptional, but something that is not normal in such a space are these tracks of red.
yeah. Okay, I'm gonna follow them.
This is my favorite bit of graffiti, and some kind of graffiti I thought Lucy would enjoy.
Got the beep beep.
Yeah. Beep beep. Beep beep.
I do enjoy it, yeah.
You follow these tracks.
Yes.
Yes, it did.
Okay.
Mm-mm. No, I didn't make
It looks like it looks fairly similar to the graffiti on the like Wonderworld map. So
Yeah. And
I figured
like
you did
it.
too. Yeah. Wait, there's a lizard.
Yeah, it's a lizard. It's so cute. Lowen, you are walking. Are you just like strolling? What's the energy in the studio?
I think I'm trying to be as quiet as I can because of the fact that there's blood. So yeah, I guess I will stealth.
Yeah, go ahead. If you wanted to kind of
Try.
track, I guess maybe where these footprints come from or whatever.
Yeah.
Could I also grab a survival check from you?
Okay. Yeah.
Yeehaw!
Yeah.
Yeah! You turn into Crocodile Dundee. Very secretive. You're moving past this, I guess, Warforged graveyard, you could call it. And you are
Oh.
walking, and you feel yourself kind of return into like a forest-like area. And that's when you hear the kind of shuffled movements of a group ahead. And potentially you just like dive out of the way behind a bush.
Yeah.
And like like in an anime, like poke your eyes up, and then all the flotsoms poke your eyes up around you. You spy a group. They are kind of maybe I guess small size, so like maybe 3.5 to 4 foot tall. They're all wearing these kind of like black shadow silk robes. And they're speaking in a language that you don't understand. Kind of like this hoarse, harsh whisper between them all. And it's almost like there's a continuous whisper, but they're all contributing to it in different ways. And that's how they're communicating. You see that they are walking, and between the group of them, of which there's about 6, they are holding this almost like a butterfly net. Inside the butterfly net, you see kind of curled up at a very unfortunate, like painful looking angle, mother duck, mother goose. You see kind of pushed up against the, I guess, fabric of the butterfly net, 3 ducklings. You also see at the bottom of the net, there's a very angry looking, somehow sentient dandelion. And this other thing that looks like a very small turtle mixed with an onion. It's really hard to figure out what it is. But they all seem to be captured in this butterfly net. At the head of this group, you see that there is a pixie. You remember what was his name? Oh my god, I forgot Arlo's roommate's name. It's been too long. The Valid that was Arlo's roommate who was a pixie.
Oh no!
You remember him. This looks like him in kind of every way physically, except there's this like almost like a thick kind of viscous black ink that douses the edges of their wings, and the kind of sparkling that comes off of when they flap their wings is this almost like a spray of ash. And you can hear them. They're speaking again in a language that you don't really understand, and they're pointing at the kind of home, the whole of this large like oak tree. You notice from your position as you're watching that all of them are communicating, they're talking to each other. Then the elder kind of one, the bigger one, the one that's wearing the fanciest black robes, they take out a small vial from in their pocket, they flick it open, and they drink it. And then the rest of them do the same thing. You see they shrink down, and then they start to move towards this tree. So I can drag you to a map as well.
Yeah.
For everybody else, we're in the top part of the map, so... And there's you,
You don't
Lowen.
have vision.
Oh, I guess it's time for the giant rat. Yeah, so, like, that's giant rat. And that's Lowen over there.
Okay. Okay. Okay, sorry, I'm just checking something. I'm just checking what I could possibly wild shape into.
Very nice. This collective group of darklings, they're called, file kind of single-filedly into this little, I guess, hovel? Warren in the side of this log.
Okay, fuck it. I'm just gonna go in as myself, I think. I'm gonna take the little drink me vial and have a little sip.
You sip it. Tastes like cherry pie. Tastes like custard. Tastes like pineapple. Tastes like roast turkey. By the time you're kind of like, oh, what a strange set of flavors, you realize you are extremely small. You are not only small size, you are considered tiny size.
Oh my god.
You are a wee Lowen. And you think you could potentially fit. Let me shrink you down a little.
I would like to run for the hole.
That's what she said.
That's what he said.
Yeah, you can move.
Yeah.
I think you should be able to move. Can't, that's a problem.
Oh, yes. Oh. Yeah, I'd like to sneak into the hole.
You can go ahead and make another stealth check if you so wish. You can make it at advantage.
Ooh.
Very
Yay.
nice. You might be able to alt drag yourself through this little warren thing.
Okay. Oh, the movement's a bit. Yeah.
I got you. I'll drag you through. I hold your hand. A giant hand from the sky.
Oh my god, who's this?
Oh my
God.
It's
Wait,
God.
are all the flotsams small or are they all big?
You're like, okay, you emerge into this other side. You kind of look around. You see that the cluster of these darklings is a little ways ahead. But you kind of glance around. You see these flowers. For perspective, the flowers are about the size of maybe like a car tire Is that the right perspective? The biggest thing here is the bluey, the fox peacock. You're like much smaller than them. You're about this, almost like a little bit bigger than Ratso. He's a big boy. River kind of is very confused because River is also much, much bigger than you.
Oh, sorry. We're gonna go save your parent
Okay.
and your siblings.
Okay.
Everyone try and be quiet. And just carry on.
You're so small. You're so wee. You're walking past. You're about the size of like a pixie. So from the perspective of Tinkerbell, that is everything relative size to you. Suddenly these mushrooms and the grass and everything around you becomes like titanous. It's like you're in a new city, really. You kind of push on. You notice that there's a kind of small, I guess, like stream of water that you probably wouldn't have noticed as Lowen, which becomes another river. And you see that the Darklings move towards a kind of pumpkin patch that someone owns.
There's a pumpkin patch.
Not on this map, though.
Okay. I kind of stop and peer at the pumpkins. I do like pumpkins.
They're big enough to be a house for you. Interestingly.
Oh,
I'm
I'm gonna stay here and look for the pumpkin.
This is a new home. You're tailing them. They haven't noticed you with your stealth. You can be in the bottom left here.
Okay.
You can hear them still talking in these like really hoarse whispers. They're being led by this pixie, which once was like very, very small to you and now is almost a relative size. You can see like their pallid skin. They've got these kind of dark, almost black tattoos that start around their wrists and extend all the way back up to their back. And their clothes look kind of torn and their face is a bit like jagged, which isn't really that nice. These pumpkins, like I said, they're broad as houses, and you can see that some, I guess, critters have found homes in them. Some of them have like little cutouts for windows, and you can see that some of the doors are open. Some of the green stems have been pulled from the vine itself, and they've got like little chimneys. There's like little bits of smoke coming through. But as these darklings come, you hear that slamming as everything closes up, and then you hear this kind of almost like a war cry from somewhere that you didn't really notice. It sounds very shrill and very intense. At which point, a few people emerge. People, question mark, entities, things emerge from kind of hidden locations. And with that, I'm going to enter straight into an initiative roll.
Hell yeah!
Roll for initiative. Roll for really small initiative.
Mum, help! I can't collect my token.
Oh my god.
Mummy! You might need to drag yourself out. Because there's a weird interaction with that. Very cool.
Oh, yo, Ratso, let's go.
The Flotsams and River are... Unless you want them to fight, in which case...
No.
Hey.
No, they're hanging back.
Hey, yo.
I'll like cover them with my coat or something. Like, no, you stay here. Yeah, don't look.
Very nice. I need to fix my internet. It is times like these where I remember just how bad it is. Hehehe.
Shan?
Yes.
That's all I'm gonna
just
say.
a girl. Just a wee babies. We can do it, roll 20. Huzzah! Oh, nice. Go Radso, I guess. Go off, King. Public. Ooh. They're ready to fight. 1, 2, 3, 4,
Oh no.
5. Let's fucking go. The first act is 1 Jack. If you'd like to introduce yourself and this maybe first vision that we get of your character as they come in.
Right, so the first vision you find is a very small rabbit. You see, I can't do it now because you're gonna be laughing.
Sorry, I'll mute myself. Oh my god.
You see a rabbit.
I'm
You see
sorry.
basically what looks like rabbit folk pop up. He has look like gadgets all on him. He's wearing goggles, and he pulls out what looks like just like a block of maybe metal, and on it, I mean, Lowen has very high perception. There's like a little string with a little hoop at the end. He puts his finger through the hoop and he pulls on it, and nothing happens. And he's like, "Damn it!" And then he'll hit the side of it, and as he hits the side, the two like the sides of this metal block slide back a little bit, and as they slide, almost like they have a mind of its own. As they slide back, it reveals what looks like 2 barrels at the end. Something like a thick, like pump action shotgun or something.
Holy shit!
As an action, I will use Eldritch Cannon.
It's a rabbit with a shot! Sorry, I'm done. Go!
And then he aims it and he'll shoot at this one. He'll attempt to shoot at that one with the Eldritch Cannon.
Fuck
and
yeah.
you hear it just go thunk. It goes thunk as it shoots over at them. And
Oh my
I'll
god.
try to see if it hits.
Holy shit, that's so
Nope.
funny.
It actually just lands next to the thing, next to this guy, and as it hits, it just goes. It's a loud, almost thunder sound, just a loud sound. And you see him, no, it's not supposed to happen. And he shakes the thing, and that's
Fucking dead.
technically his turn.
I love them, Your Honor! My fist is slamming on the table. Very fucking cool. The Darkling, realizing that there's some kind of ambush, they're gonna drop their end of the net, though they're trying to kind of drop it face down so nothing can escape. And they're going to look around at who just pulled out a giant fucking shotgun and start moving in that direction, towards our good friend Jack. They're gonna dash. 30. And then this river here is gonna be difficult terrain, so they'll probably only get to the edge of the bank over here. And that is their turn. The pixie peers around with like squinted evil eyes. And they say, what are you doing here? They're gonna look around. They see rock. But actually, they're going to simply turn invisible. They say, "Night-night." And then it is your turn, Blitzmonk. If you want to give us a description of your character, what they're wielding, how they look as they kind of come flaming into this combat.
I would love nothing more. There is on top of this like this large lotus. There is like a little stone statue, like someone's made like a mason has made a little stone carving, and just placed it on the edge of this petal. And then it sort of grinds to life. It begins to move. It takes from its back a large sword that is dripping with blood at the end, and like he smiles widely, and he looks over at Lowen and points his bloodied sword skyward, and says, "For Kali, there will be vengeance." And he leaps across onto a mushroom, 20, 25, and he comes leaping down off the top of the mushroom with this bloody sword, and he swings it like a ninja, trying to slash this darkling ahead of him into quarters.
Oh my god. Yes. Yes, you just hit. Are you at advantage?
Because I rolled a crit.
Yes, you are at advantage. Yes, absolutely, and you just hit with a 14.
Lovely.
Fucking
there you go.
earth. Oh my
As,
god.
as blood spills from the darkling, he doesn't have a nose and he doesn't have a tongue, but you can see that somehow the blood is drawn to him. And he steps back and he like points the end of the sword out. Face me now.
Oh my god.
And that is my
so fucking based. You leap down from the top of this mushroom. You feel your blade drive straight into what potentially is the heart of this darkling creature. You kind of get a glimpse at this horrific thing beneath the hood. Your strike is fatal, and this thing crumples.
Oh my god.
Into ash. This thing has exactly 13 HP, and that was an exceptional display of sword wielding mastery. I do have
swordsmanship.
I do have an unfortunate situation for you though. Could you make me a Constitution save?
I could.
Yes.
Mute this tab.
Yes.
Test.
Thank you, Nick.
The little rock plunges the long sword, the thin sword, inside the breast of this creature, and withdraws the heart. And just as it's putting the heart inside its tiny mouth, and chomping down on it, with this like great crushing noise, the light flares, but it closes its eyes. Once the light is gone, the heart has disappeared, and there is blood running from the corner of its tiny mouth.
Oh my lord, have mercy. Is there anything else you'd like to do?
Other than eating this thing's heart, no, I'm good.
No, you're good. You're good on that. That's all you.
Thank you.
The Elder, which is this, I guess, larger looking, taller, more fancily clad darkling. You've got a bit of the paleness in their face and their eyes that's more visible, whereas these other guys have nothing beneath the hood, really. They draw out a long sword from inside their robes, glancing around. They see this thing trying to eat, or successfully eating, one of the darkling's heart, and they're going to move to them to engage and huzzah! In a duel.
You made a grave mistake facing me down this day. I'm like whooshing my sword around. It's like glowing red as I'm parrying strikes left and right as we engage in this duel of samurai.
Yeah. As you're as the metal meets in the middle, this thing casts its like pale, almost like corpse eyes on you and says, "The queen will hear of this."
Tell her everything.
It's so based. Love it.
Okay. Part of me would feel, I know that the rabbit's got a gun, but I feel like that's a different vibe to me, like rolling in like the fucking FBI with the semi-automatic rifle or something. Like, it doesn't fit the vibe. And I think, yeah, I've got spell slots, so what I'm gonna do instead is... What's this person doing? Are they trying to get away?
They're heading up towards the rabbit.
Oh, I see. Sorry, I didn't see the rabbit. Okay. I was gonna go 5, 10. Let me just check. Oh.
I will also
Stinky.
say that river is going to be difficult terrain if you're like trying to go through it.
Yeah. Thought so. Okay. For this turn, 15, 20, 25, and just stand there. Okay, instead of that, I am going to do... Yeah, produce flame on this one.
Very
If that
nice.
thing-
This poor guy is just standing there.
Yeah. So
Better.
Lauren kind of slinks up and clicks their fingers to spark up a flame and sort of gathers it in their palm and throws it across the river at this guy. Oh,
Hit in the back of the head.
yay!
There's a gust of flame. You see it's kind of taking over the top of their hood, and they're like, "Ah! Put me up!"
And then that's a thingy. That's with my bonus action. The flame that like was just sort of dirt burning down into nothing suddenly erupts into this like hilt and then a long sword, and I'm going to cast a flame blade.
No! Oh my god. Very cool. I'm so fucking gassed.
And kind of gesture for that guy to come get me.
Blushing profusely. Okay. Fucking sick. In the meantime, this guy is blind and has just seen their friend be felled in front of their, I guess, eyes. Blinded eyes. They're gonna swing wildly as they move towards Craig. Just gonna be at disadvantage. I'm gonna try and stab you with that dagger. Ooh, solid rolls. 17? Blitzmail?
Yes, that is a hit. Ah!
You feel something stick into, I guess, part of your armor. Although it kind of makes this obnoxious kind of clank sound as the metal meets stone. Then it parries away and he kind of clears his eyes. Now he can see. Now he can see.
Yeah, chunks of me fall off.
This darkling has been challenged by Loam. They're going to use... Yeah, they can get across the river. They get across the river, they wade through, they emerge out, you see the glint of a steel-looking blade, a small dagger, and they go, huzzah! Oh! Yo! Fucking hell! They didn't have advantage, so that 2d6 is ignored, but a very fatal strike, potentially just above your
Okay, let me roll
heart near your shoulder.
concentration. Oh, I'm fine. Still got the blade.
That's all that matters. Beyblade. This guy's gonna move in the direction of the rabbit as well. That's their action. Bimbo! Would you like to introduce yourself?
Yes. You see this sort of garden gnome looking fellow who looks around. You see he stows his little pine cone staff in his backpack with his flowers. He pulls like a sewing needle off his belt, which appears to be like a twist tie, and pulls a button off of his back to use as a shield. And then he says, "For Queen Swift Shimmer!" And he, with preternatural distance and speed, will jump to there.
Oh my god, I actually have an obsession with these. It's unhealthy. I'm so sick.
He is then going to take his little sewing needle and stab the guy to the rock's left.
The elder?
This guy.
You just miss.
Damn. Okay.
He kind of parries out of the way, and you stab at the edges of his cloak, which dissipate as smoke.
Copy that. That's it.
Delightful. Jack.
Jack sees that there's creatures chasing him, so he so in one hand he has the gun, the small gun. So he, with his left hand, he grabs what looks like almost like a slightly bent pipe on his chest. It's very small. He takes it, he pulls it out. It has it almost looks like it has like a handle, like it's curved, and he'll aim it at the one in front. And as he aims it at this creature, it kind of starts to glow with a little blue light, and then it'll shoot as a action ray of frost. Hopefully it hits.
It hits.
So that's an action. And as he shoots, the kickback actually spins him around, and he does almost a 360. And when he spins and finally stops, he'll shoot the other gun, the Eldritch Cannon, as a bonus action at the same creature.
Very cool. Same guy? Nice.
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah. Hit.
So it's like, and then,
Holy shit!
and then he makes a sound, and then he'll run 5, 10, 15, 20. I don't know if he's up. Is he up?
Yeah, you're kind of up on
Is
the
this,
top, but
like,
you can like sit
above?
down
Like,
and
you can-
toboggan slide down onto your feet. I have good news. How
Yeah,
would you
if
like
can
to
do
do
that, he'll
this?
slide down. Oh, hey! So yeah, as he does that spin, he shoots, and basically it completely evaporates the person. As it shoots, it's just boom, just big noise, big little like it's like a concussive force of an explosion, but there's nothing there anymore. And then he's like,
Fuck yeah.
all right, that's better. And then he'll run 5, 10, 15, and then he'll try to slide off of this thing.
Yeah, easy. You
to
land
get
on
onto
your
the side.
rabbit feet.
25, and then I guess he's underneath this thing, not on top of it. To
Yeah.
30 feet.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's possible.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, actually, could he just be there 30 feet instead of? Yeah.
That's
so
fine.
Be up there instead, and that is his turn.
Very nice. This thing before it is dispelled in like a gust of ash. There's like an outline of him, almost like an Acme character, going what? His friend screams. I'm just gonna take off sprinting along the edge here, and they can just reach you. So they will, wielding this dagger in their hand.
Mm-hmm.
For Marcus! 20?
No. Actually, as it goes to hit him, he's going to push a button on his chest, and like this, it's almost like this weird like metallic thing, like sheet, just pops up for a second, and then it just goes away. And he's like, so yeah.
Fuck yeah. It hisses angrily at you, and it adjusts its dagger, trying to get another vantage point. Something kind of moves. I believe you can take a disadvantage attack at an invisible creature, because you can't see it. You feel something leave Crag, your immediate vicinity. And you also feel it, Thimble, move past you.
Hell yeah. Yeah!
Yo! Sharps hits!
Okay. These things don't happen to be fiends, do they?
No, it's not.
Okay. Whack.
Oh my lord! Oh my lord! Yeah, man, this thing had 5 HP. The pixie, I guess, yeah, the pixie kind of, which was invisible, clatters, stumbles, blood kind of seeps out from where you've stabbed it. You don't feel too bad, you know. This was once part of the small court, but has been corrupted by the mother. They were taken away. You don't even recognize them anymore, or who they were. How would you like to do this?
I think he just like hears its like wings fluttering, and then just like stabs in the air with this sewing needle. And as he stabs, you see this like radiant energy pulse through the needle and sort of explode this fairy. And as that happens, he just kind of says, "That's for killing the queen!" And he turns to the other two and grins.
That voice is literally sending me so much. Crag.
Crag begins the duel with the Darkling Elder.
Very cool.
They begin an exchange of swords. He says, "Your power has weakened since we last met, Noir." And, just as he goes into strike, he instead spins around and lays a glowing hand on the Darkling Elder. Wait, did I hit the wrong thing? I think I did. I'm gonna hit this one instead.
What?
Oh god! God. I end up inflicting it on myself. I miss. And the Darkling Elder.
Mean to re-roll? Because and also, are you at disadvantage?
Oh, wait. No, I'm not at disadvantage. Sorry. Wait.
The first roll you got was a 21, which would definitely.
Yeah,
hit.
I see what's happened there. I thought I clicked the description instead of because it doesn't matter. I'm it's been a long time since I've used spells.
It's been a while.
Let's go. Thrust my hand upon the elder on its shoulder, and let it sit there for a while. Let the stony fingers like grind in, and the soul-sucking magic is pulsed through its body before I release and swing my sword defensively to make sure that they can't get me on the counter and lift my blade.
Kind of grits his teeth and like sucks a bit of air in, kind of hissing. yanks his shoulder away from your touch. You can see there's like an outline where rubble has kind of met ash and I guess smoke as well. It's kind of smoldering. The elder turns. Is there anything else you'd like to do?
Only declare that today is the day that your heart is mine.
The elder kind of stands straighter and narrows their eyes at Crag and says, "The corruption, it leaks into you too." And they go, "Ugh."
I parry the blow away. I shall never fall to the darkness.
14?
And not a foot, I parry that away, and you shall never seduce me.
You're on the advance! You're on the advance! Lord.
Lauren kind of gets stabbed by this thing, kind of grunts some pain, and just kind of goes for a big old slash at this thing.
A big old slash.
Oh no, that's not gonna hit, is it?
Yeah, you do
Wait.
have dice, I believe.
I do. Do I want to use it on this? Yes.
Absolutely yes.
I'm gonna use. What have I got? A D12?
Yeah, I think you have a d12 and a 2d6. From memory. Very nice.
Oh.
It does hit.
Yeah. That's the worst roll. Okay.
You drive your blade into this creature, a blade of fire. You see it finds its way into a particularly vital and very important part. But there's I guess, kind of resilience in this darkling in particular. They look up at you through the darkness of their hood. They are on their last legs, their literal last legs.
Okay, that's me. That's my turn.
Who we got here? This guy. Yeah. This darkling turns on Thimble. Attempts to drive their dagger up. Ah! A 17?
Nope. Mm-mm.
You easily bat them away with your Acorn. They stumble backwards.
It's a button shield.
A button shield, even better. This darkling is turning. They look at Lolan. There's this kind of, I guess there's like ash kind of trickling out everywhere. They make one last attack. A 22.
Yeah.
You'll come down with me!
Oh. Okay, let me roll my con save. Fuck, okay. Sword's gone.
You do have another, I believe, a dice if you wanted to spend it on the sword.
I
Which is
know,
fine.
but I feel like something terrible is going to happen at some point, and I'll be wondering why don't I have any dice. And so I'm going
Where
to
did
leave
my
it.
dice
I'll
go?
leave the sword.
Okay, nice. The sword dissipates. This thing moves, advances on you. Thimble.
Alright. Thimble is going to look at the elder and say, the only thing necessary for the tri-feeble is for good men to do nothing. And I'm going to do fucking everything! And probably miss.
No, 15 just hits. Just hits.
Hell yeah.
So fucking cute. Yo! You, the elder doesn't expect this attack from the side. You get a particularly fatal blow. He stumbles, kind of ragged cloth. He's still standing, only just.
Well then. I will cast a smite.
Can you cast a smite after damage has been dealt?
No, you're right. No, you're right. You're right.
Very nice. Is there anything else you'd like to do?
No.
Awesome. Jack.
Okay, so Jack is gonna move 5, 10 to right there, and then basically he's running, he's dodging, and then he'll jump. He'll actually just jump away from the creature, and he'll use
It's like
that
swiping at the air.
as a bonus action. He's like, and then he'll 5, 10, and then he'll move 10 feet. He'll jump 10 feet over to, if I could grab my token, please. All right, I guess I gotta do it manually. 5, 10 to right there. So he'll jump right there. And then right as he lands, he'll turn around and he'll use the tube, like the rod, and shoot a ray of frost at the thing.
Absolutely hits.
16 hits this one? Okay,
Absolutely.
cool. 1 point of damage,
What?
and then he'll move, he has 10 feet left, so boom, boom, right there. And yeah, that's it. That thing has 10 feet less.
They can just get to you with 20 feet. They're sprinting after you. They're like slashing at the air.
Damn it.
Stop moving! They just come into range. They try to drive the dagger into you. Oh, they only have 10 feet? No, it's reduced by 20 feet.
No, it's reduced.
Yeah, I
by
said
10
that
feet.
before.
Awesome. A 17.
Man, do I really want... Man, this is... burning through these things, man.
Dustin ain't easy.
He's gonna, as he swings, he's gonna click a button on his arm, and looks like it metal pops back up again.
This thing's taking
He'll
psychic
block that
damage
too.
from... You're fucking with it. It shakes its fist at you. There's nothing it can do. That is it. We're back around to Crag.
Holy fuck. Crag waves his stone sword. I'm afraid it's your end, Elder. And he will leap forward to try to pierce yet another heart in the heat of battle.
Oh.
That is a damage roll. No, it's not. No, it's not. It's an attack roll.
You do have a lot of dice, if you so wish to spend them.
Yeah, I will roll a d12 to make it. Oh no, I think does that miss? 14 miss.
A 14 just misses.
Oh no. Yeah, my blow just gets parried out of the way in the nick of time, and I thought I've had him, and I leave myself all exposed, my rocky back. I tried to lower my head to put my cross between me and their blade, but that will be the end of my turn.
Very cool. The Darkling stumbles up to stand, and they say, "Let the darkness consume you." And there's this gust of kind of smoke billowing out from inside its cloak. He is going to cast darkness with his action, which will be... Let me go get it. Let me go get the spell. It'd be too easy if they had it in their sheet ready to go. Simply.
Yeah, that'd be too easy.
It'd be too
True.
easy. 60
Too
feet,
easy.
concentration. 15 foot radius sphere. Very good. That's all I needed to know. Ellipse. So he's just going to encircle everyone in here. I believe this is approximately correct.
Works for me.
Works for me too! This darkness kind of consumes everywhere, and suddenly you can't even see kind of what's immediately in front of you. It gets in your lungs, kind of... that is its action. And he's also going to move backward. You do get a attack if you so wish to take it, Thimble. It'll be at disadvantage. Unless you have some kind of, like, dark special vision.
I do not. Not high enough to go full broken hexblade build. Oh!
Yeah!
Oh.
I'm legally obligated to smite here.
Have to.
No, because it is a dual nat 20 at disadvantage in a darkness sphere. I think that you should roll triple damage. I think that's the only legal way I can do
Oh
this.
God.
I think it's the only
Hang
legal
on.
way.
Okay. So that's 3,
That's insane.
6, so 9.
That's insane.
Look!
Oh wow.
Oh my god, themes.
Oh my god.
Fuck yeah. Fucking oath. Is that including the weapon damage as well, Danny?
Yeah, because it's 6 from the smite, 3 from the weapon, and then 7 just from
Fucking
everything
oath.
else.
Just this like visual of let the darkness consume you, this like sphere of I guess like shadow that's like encasing everyone, and then this like smite which pierces straight through it and dissipates it completely is like insane. And I feel sick! Danny, how would you like to do this?
I think he's just gonna hear him moving and then just like kind of close his eyes and swing, sort of chanting his needle with a little bit of radiant, and just catches this dude like in the jaw and just rips its head off.
Very cool. There's this burst of light and the darkness kind of. You feel Queen Swiftshimmer with you in that moment. Truly with you.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. And darkness is gone, I think.
Yes, it is. Although I can't delete that for no reason. Just ignore the circle. Is there anything
Fair.
else you'd like to do? Oh, that's not even your turn, bro.
That
That was
was-
a reaction.
Oh, it's not my
sick.
turn.
Lowen.
Lauren kind of glances over and is like, wow, that's crazy. um, oh man. Fuck it. Just wait, let me check my loadout because my inventory says that I have something, but I don't think I actually do. Maybe I gave it to some.
Hmm.
Yeah,
What
I
is-
must have done. Sorry, it was a revolver, but I
yeah,
don't
yeah.
think I have it. I
Yeah,
think I gave it
him.
to someone.
Yeah.
But I do have a fuck off rifle. Fuck it. Lauren's like, I'm not having any luck with these spells, man. I'm gonna just takes out this rifle and points it at the guy in front of them.
Fuck yeah.
Now, am I making this a disadvantage because it's close quarters?
Yeah, I think so, but I don't think I've ever ruled it that way. I
Okay.
don't remember. In this circumstance, we'll rule it no.
You didn't rule it that way for Orin, unless he had his long gun out. So.
Yeah, but that gun was mad crazy. Yeah, I don't think so. I think you're fine. I say as if I don't make up the rules. You're fine.
Oh, no, that's it.
They dodge
That's
to the
my turn.
side. You're wielding this like kind of large, unruly thing. He says, "I will be the death of you." Huh? A jagged swipe below
Yeah.
23. Holy
He
shit.
will.
Oh, that is all that guy's gonna do. Oh no, Lorne. Not the
Yeah.
bloody sign. This guy. Oh, whose turn did I take? Oh, this guy. The guy in front of Thimble and Crag. He looks between the two of them. Oh, actually, something that I totally forgot. Once the Elder collapses on the ground and perishes, there is this obnoxious burst of light. Could Thimble and Crag please make me a Constitution save? Yeah, you're fine. It's fine. You're fine. No wuckers. You're used to this. This is an average Tuesday for y'all. They're gonna go top to bottom, left to right. They go for the rock. Stab. A 14. Blitzmonk, I assume that does not hit you. Very good.
Sorry, no, it doesn't. Sorry, I'm like muting myself and then like scrambling to unmute.
That's okay. This guy's heart's not in it, if he's honest. He's like, this is not good. Thimble.
Thimble is going to just sort of look at this thing, grin, and yeah.
Absolutely! Absolutely!
I did not smite on that. I just forgot to uncheck it.
That's totally fine. A solid hit to its chest. It stumbles back. It's on its last legs.
Hell yeah. And then just kind of hoping that Homeboy will take care of it. He's going to jump to there to help out the new person.
Yeah!
Oh, you know what? Have I? Oh no, I haven't taken damage. Never mind.
You're good. I think.
I gotta.
I assume jump doesn't give op attacks?
It does.
It does? Oh, okay. In which
It
case,
does,
they
yeah.
will try and stab you as you leave. Just on the way out. A little tap. 12 misses.
Just bat it away.
It's embarrassing. He's so embarrassed. Jack.
Right, so Jack sees this one chasing him,
He's so mad, bro.
telling him not to run, not to jump. So Jack stops and says, "Fine, fine, all right, I won't run." But he is fate touched, so
Very cool.
he's going to Misty Step as a bonus action and moves 60 feet away. He's going to go right here and then aim at the creature with this, with his little rod and shoot Ray of Frost at it again.
That's so funny. Yeah, that is. He falls to his knees. He screams, "No!"
And then he kind of looks over at, whoever this is also fighting, and it's like, okay, I see. And just, yeah, that's it. That's what he
Very
does.
cool. The Starkling. The ice is kind of formed rigidly at its feet. He tries to chase you, but can't move very far at all. He moves 20 feet, and then he's going to use his action to chase you all around the map. And he's going to use his action to dash. He's like completely out of breath when he reaches you. He's like, "Give me a minute! Oh! Ah!"
All right, breathe in, out.
Craig. Let's move.
Sorry, I need to stop muting myself. Sorry. Yeah, Crag begins. This Darkling is like bleeding right. I think Thimble has left it in a bad way, so he points his blade out and says, nothing. He just plunges. He like charges forward with the blade, points it out.
Yo!
Oh.
Yeah, that does it. How would you like to do this?
No. Yeah, he charges forward. He drives the blade through the creature's chest and then lowers the body to the ground. And he opens his mouth wide, and as some of the blood pools out beneath the Darkling, it sort of forms and sucks into Crag's mouth, which he closes, and then it disappears like a trash compactor, just turning everything into into nothing, and then he will begin to waddle.
Waddle.
I think that is all I can move, so that will be the end of my turn.
Very good. The elder is dead, so we're straight to Lowen. All these people are coming to help you, Lowen.
This sucks.
It is your
Lowen's
turn.
like really low. Really low. Got multiple sort of wounds on them that are bleeding profusely. They've got like one hand now that's trying to hold in some of the blood.
Ugh.
Let me have a look. Is there anything unhinged I could do to them? Possibly. Nothing that could. It would hurt Thimble as well, so I don't want to do that. Okay. I'm gonna cast. No, I won't do that. Sorry. Okay, I do have a question. What kind of armor is this thing?
It's not really wearing armor. It's more like a black, silky kind of. I guess silky's not even the right word. Like kind of tasseled.
Like a robe.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Never mind. I can't do that war crime. In that case. I will just try produce flame on this thing again.
Produce that
Is there
flame!
anything to do anything?
I have faith.
15.
Good reason, because that hits.
4.
Lowen, after all this time, I am pleased to say
Oh, thank God.
your enemy, your mortal enemy, has been felled by your flame. How would you like to do this?
I think Lowen's like swaying, and you know when you're like trying to use a lighter and you're fumbling, a bit like that one scene in The Last of Us, I guess.
Yeah.
Lowen's just so fucked up that Ted's really struggling, and but in the end they get it and set their robes on fire. Yeah.
Fuck yeah. This thing goes down screaming and cursing Lowen's name. Oh, not really, they don't know Lowen's name. Cursing Lowen's existence. They die.
Good, burn them!
Lowen kind of looks at this thing that's yelling to burn them and kind of just sways on the spot. And I feel like I should know this, but what is it to use a medikit on yourself?
Bonus action. As long as it's in your weapon.
Okay. Yes, it is. That's sick. And I'll be done. I'm just gonna check what a medikit does.
Is it
44
small?
plus 4.
Yeah, nice. No buckets. I believe the small one's 2d4 plus 2, and the big one's 44 plus 4, but I could be so wrong.
That is correct.
Very nice.
Using
In which case, these other two are dead. Lowen, is there anything else you want to do other than put your blood back in your body where it needs to be?
no, that's
Very
it.
nice. Sing dies. Thimble, you're up.
Hell yeah. You see Thimble like reach out with a glowing hand, and then see that Lowen puts most of the blood back, so he smiles. He will then run to here, jump and do like a backflip. Can you hear me, or I sound fucked?
Yo!
Hang on. Okay, there we are.
Welcome
My
back.
crisp fucked up. So yeah, he's gonna run to there, backflip over this thing, and try to hit it as he's jumping over it.
Yes, absolutely.
For 9 slashing.
Absolutely. Abso-fucking-lutely. Let me just check really quick. Yeah. How would you like to finish this combat?
Just that. I think he'll try to like hook its jaw again and rip its head off like he did the other one.
Very
And
brutal.
then as it falls, he'll just spit on its body and clean the blade off in the river.
Very good. We are out of combat as the ambush ends. You are free to move.
Okay. Good talk.
Checks his body. Checks
Um,
everything. All good. All good here.
Lauren's like wading over and like cutting open the net.
Absolutely. The net easily gives way. It's not magical or anything. They are all okay. They are all conscious and such. I'm just gonna gently ungroup and move these for fear of breaking it. The ducklings kind of wade out and they go whack, 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 whack. And the mother stretches out, flaps their wings. I'm just gonna move that over here.
I'll go and get the Flotsams and River and bring them over. Specifically specifically River, bring them to Mama Duck.
Oh, absolutely. You bring them over. When Mother Duck sees River, they go whack, 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 and then River goes whack, 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 and Mother goes whack, 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 and you see the feather comes out, and it's like they're pointing, giving them a bit of an earful, and then they say whack, 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 whack. Yeah, and River runs up, and Mother Goose wraps all the arms, or the feathered arms around baby. Yeah, exactly like that. It's pretty much exactly how it goes down. And the other ducklings kind of come in closer for a big group hug.
I think before rifling through these things' pockets to find anything useful, Mr. Thimble's gonna go up to the onion and the dandelion. Do we know who they are?
Yeah, they're actually good friends of yours. They're rebellion members. The dandelion stands up. By God, I thought you would never let me out. And the, I guess, onion-looking guy. Own it.
Oh, it's the Onion Knight.
He's so cute. I'm fucking obsessed with him.
It's Davos.
Oh,
And this
no.
is Mother Duck.
Oh,
Hell
And this is Baby Duck.
oh
There are no bodies left per se, but you know this is pretty typical for Darklings. There are little piles of ash, and in the ash, there's usually like a little ceramic box, and on each of them, so I believe there's 6 present. There are little vials that say "Drink me" and little cupcakes that say "Eat me."
Hell yeah. Gather those up. Distribute them evenly. and then I think he'd go over to the duckling, the mom duck, and just sort of like with some gestures and like a random quack, ask if she's okay.
Wank, 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 wank. Oh, yes.
Okay.
She fits she wades down into the river. Duckling 1 wades back in. Duckling 2. Oh no. And then duckling 3 wades into the river. And then river.
Oh,
No, this is upsetting.
Oh, didn't mean to do that.
oh.
River wades into the river. Looks like they are about to join their mum, who is like slowly kind of drifting downstream. But before they go too far, they stop and they turn and they look up at Lowen with those big yellow eyes. And they say, "Thank you for helping me."
That's okay. I'm glad you found your mom.
Me too. I'll miss you a lot.
I'll miss you too.
They give Lowen's leg a big hug.
I hug River.
They are soft and very tiny.
Oh,
They still have like the little baby down feathers that like ducklings and geese have. Alright, wish me luck. And they slide into the river.
good luck.
And they join the end of the queue. And they
I
don't
love
swim
ducks.
quite like they don't quite swim like their siblings, so very elegant. River kind of flops in and like struggles a little bit and seems to be swimming really hard with their right foot and does a little circle and rights themselves, but eventually Mother Duck and her ducklings swim away.
Lauren just sits on the floor so they can catch her breath.
Which queen do you serve?
What?
Which queen do you serve? And he's got like his hand on the sewing needle.
I don't know anything about any queens. I ain't from.
The Cragger Blood. He all of a sudden he's gone very stiff, and there is a grinding to all of his movements. And he approaches very slowly. And, a foreigner, eh? You better pick a side real quick.
You need some oil.
I need more hearts, Thimble.
Jack, why don't you oil him up? Make him sound a little better.
Oh, right. Hold on. Give me
Quick.
one moment.
I'm seizing up.
He'll like ruffle through like his he has like a he has like a mask or something, and he's just like pouring it.
Takes it into his tiny mouth. There's no like throat; it just disappears. It like seeps through.
Just disappears. Oh, and mysterious stranger, what they're asking is, are you a friend or an enemy? I'm pretty sure you're an ally, but
I gathered that. By his tone and everything. I don't fucking know. I'm just here to find a kid that got lost in the woods. I don't really want to have to deal with sex.
What's everyone's
A different
passive
kid than the one you
perception?
just brought back? Sorry.
That's okay. I'm sorry to interrupt you. It was my fault. Please continue.
That was all I asked. Yeah.
I completely lost track of what was being said, I'm not gonna lie.
He said a different kid than what you brought back.
Uh,
Or than what you just reunited. Like, whatever
Yeah.
I said.
yeah. We found that kid on our way in.
Who's we? Got somebody in your pocket?
As you say that, literally, my flotsam pokes her head out of my pocket.
Ah!
Declare yourself.
Kind of meows.
Crack brown.
Thimble squints.
Jack tinkers. I don't know. It felt like I had to say something.
Tell me, were these children of yours? Tell the truth now. Were they changelings?
I think she's not a changeling right now. They're not a changeling right now, if I remember from the start.
No. I know Lowen's not a changeling. I'm asking if the children that they're looking for are changelings.
I understand.
Who was the other kid that went missing? It wasn't Barthin, was it?
No, not at least as far as you know.
My passive is not good. Is it? It's 13.
Yeah, I'd love your passives. I'll be back in a sec. I'm just gonna turn the heat on so I don't seize up like Crag.
Copy that.
No, they ain't changelings. Why?
The Queen of Elfane brings changelings to her court. Children most.
Mother of the Toll is ruthless. She killed our queen.
She killed our queen.
She killed our queen.
I see. Why does she want changelings?
Lowen, you hear the beating of wings approaching from the west, like Goblin West.
Once I tell you this, there is no turning back.
Okay, that sounds good, but I can hear something flying. Is that something to be worried about?
Yes.
Okay.
Hide.
Maybe we should hide the bodies as well.
Shit.
Aren't any.
Right? Can we
There's no
like
bodies, right?
use this big net to scoop all of the darklings into the river?
You can certainly
Like with our powers combined.
I don't think there's any. I thought they.
Isn't it? Yeah, isn't it just boxes?
Yeah. There's no dark.
There's ash.
I think.
There's little piles of
okay.
ash and other such things. Yeah, you certainly make a good start at it. There's a descent of fluttering, a kind of soft sparkling noise, and emerging from, I guess, somewhere in the tree line or the grass line, you see this Fae individual.
Lily Bite. Wait, is she on our side or no?
She is on your side technically, but she's not
Okay.
part of the rebellion. She's flanked by a fair amount of what's called the small guard. So these are kind of clad individuals that are part of like the standing army for, the small kingdom, or the Wee Court. You see Lilybite descends. In one hand, they have a peace lily flower. And they land on top of this toadstool with like a grace that only fairies have. And they look down upon you with these, I guess, not judgmental eyes, but very stoic, very piercing eyes. And she says, "What has happened here?"
Wise archivist, forgive us. We'd no choice.
You have engaged with the Queen's forces, it seems.
Wise archivist, please. They'd taken our friends captive.
They hurt Davos!
She looks upon the ash and the broken net and the rest of the people that have been liberated, and then frowns and looks back and says, "You are still members of the small court, and these actions are not without consequence."
Then take me, wise archivist. It was my doing, mine alone. I slew them all, and consumed their hearts for good measure.
Is this true?
No.
No.
Ah. Ah. You got me.
Oh my god.
It was self-defense. They took Davos and I don't know what the name of the sunflower is. Somebody named the
Sunny.
sunflower. Sunny.
Sunny, yeah, that's
And a
right.
couple of ducks. They were hurting him.
Captain Lilybite sighs and like pinches the bridge of their very, very, very tiny nose. You know that the Queen cares not for these
Not
types
my
of.
queen.
Not too loud. She adjusts like the staff in her hand and looks around at the rest of the small guard. And then looks down upon you again and says, "It's my obligation to take you before Duke Toadheart. He will decide what happens to you now."
Quince.
Come on.
Very well.
We shall return
If
to the
this is
grotto.
what's necessary.
Very cool.
Alright then, I'll be on my way. Bye.
I don't think that's the
actually-
case.
I mean, I ain't part of your court, so why would that need to...
Captain Lilybite, I think this mysterious wanderer could be the chosen one.
God.
They squint and they look at Lowen. And they squint again. And they look at Crag. What leads you to believe this?
The prophecy speaks of one who would arrive under twin moon. To turn ash into ash. Under shadow of toadstool. Does it not?
While they're having this conversation, Jack is going to whisper to Lowen. Basically, you're guilty by association.
Lowen sighs. I feel like they've become used to this being around their previous party as well. Just, I'm always guilty by association, god damn it.
I recognize that you are not within the technical jurisdiction of our court, but I would be honored if you would join us regardless. Perhaps we may aid you on your journey, stranger.
That would be
Find
perfect.
any kids?
Yes.
Who's asking about kids?
Children.
Yeah, basically myself and some others were here to look for some children that got lost in the woods. We ain't from here, and we don't really intend on staying.
Of course.
Just, get our own and get out of here.
Of course. Unfortunately, it's not unusual for children to be lured into these woods. They turn and they start to flutter their wings. There's that like wonderful little sprinkling noise as they start to move. They're gonna like walk and talk.
Oh,
As long as like you're following them, they'll like wait for you and then join up as a collective. The small guard kind of gathers around just in case like someone tries to make a run for it. They're not like intensely like keeping everyone in line, but they probably would only half-heartedly hunt down someone if they left, but it's just like a formality more than anything. One of the pixies flies up beside Thimble and says like, got caught again, huh?
Yeah, I got caught doing a terrorism symbol.
Fucking every time. I swear one of you talks.
I swear.
It ain't me, I can tell you it's not me.
Hey, do you trust me?
Not really. Being dead honest.
Fine. All right.
I'm
He
sorry.
just had like a dumb, mischievous grin. And he just walks on. Fucking A-cab, motherfucker.
What happened to you, Smolius? You used to be one of us. You used to believe in something.
You're
I
like
got
one
family to
step away
feed.
from getting a fucking Punisher tattoo.
oh my god.
Incredible. As Captain Lilybite of the small guard kind of flutters, they fall in line with Lowen and start just chatting. Or like picking up the previous conversation. And they say, yes. It is often that children are lured into the woods. If you are searching for a lost child, it is likely that they are with the Queen themselves.
Yeah, I heard something like that.
Which is not good news.
What's the big problem with this queen? I got asked.
Well, they...
She killed the queen, I shout out.
well, that, yes. In a very technical sense, yes. They arose to power through violence and subjugation of the other kingdoms in Elfame. And now we can hardly do a thing without owning her bad temper. It is said that she possesses special tools that help her manipulate Elfame, and it makes it almost impossible to rise in revolt against her tyranny.
I see. What was the previous queen like?
Well, before the Queen of Elfame, we were all separate kingdoms with our own jurisdiction. The small court was independent.
I've heard about there's also a witch at the center of the woods. Is that the queen? Or are they two separate people?
They sing. Can we roll something? They nod. And like as you kind of come to the crest of this very small hill, but it's a mountain to you. There's a kind of large glance up oak tree that looks like a colossal tower. And you see that it's kind of bowed to the side against a willow, and it forms this kind of tiny, tiny archway right at the bottom, kind of almost where the roots bow up and become stairs. There's a draping wisteria with like these beautiful lavender-colored flowers. And some of the small guard fly ahead and kind of push the wisteria aside so that everyone can emerge through into a grotto, into Pixie Grotto.
Oh.
Yeah, sorry, Danny.
Very good. I think as we go through that, you just kind of hear Thimble in the back. This is a dumb bit. I'm so sorry.
No, I love this.
in the back, talking to that same guy that used to run with him.
Yeah.
You know, man, laws are just fucking threats made by the dominant socioeconomic ethnic group in a given nation. It's just the promised violence that's enacted, and the police are basically an occupying army. You know what I mean?
Lauren's thinking
Anyway,
to
wanna make it
themselves,
big?
it's kind of ironic though that this guy spouted about ACAB, but he's defending the honor of a dead queen. Nah, fuck that. Kill all queens.
Hey,
you live?
don't be thinking like that. You didn't know her, man.
Yeah.
You didn't know the old queen, man.
You didn't know that.
Let us do what we
Man.
want. There's a libertarian.
You can drag yourselves out in the top left here. You enter Pixie Grotto. The formal kind of area is towards the center of the grotto itself. You see there's these beautiful, delicate, almost like translucent plates that are kind of hovered up and supported by the roots of these old trees. Lily pads, kind of fluttering little dragonflies, various small folk, various wee folk all around. These kind of beautiful, almost gossamer delicate staircases that lead up and up and up. And at the top of this is a lovely statue of the old queen, the queen of the small court, who is now laid to rest. And you know that the duke's quarters are up this way, and that's where Captain Lilybite is leading everybody. Let me give you a quick close-up while we're here of some of these cute little fae folk. Sickening.
Oh,
Makes me sick.
Rose, how do you do? Mitty,
Don't speak to
looking
me.
good. Petunia, my.
I would like to be one of these little flowers.
Yes, you
I
should,
think that's my
honestly.
prime existence.
Honestly, they're so cute.
I think that's what I deserve.
Yeah, it is. It actually is. And there's just a few more. Very cute.
That's a biblically accurate angel. That's not a flower.
Which one?
The last
This
one
one.
that just went back.
Oh,
Yeah,
not enough eyes.
yeah, true. Not enough wheels.
Yes.
Did Lilybite say anything after I asked about the witch? Sorry.
Yes, sorry, she made a history check and did pretty well. She nods and says, not many people can remember when the queen was merely a witch. Only the archivist, Maplebell, remembers such things, but I remember she was once only known as the Near Witch. But now she is
Mere witch.
queen. Indeed. Let me type it up for you.
Thank you. Oh, I don't like that near witch.
Some of the small guard fly ahead and say, "Make way! Make way for Captain Lilybite!" Lilybite seems to be inattentive to, I don't know, most of it. Most of the fae kind of flutter aside, and there's some people that flutter outside of the groves. You can see there's trees nearby that are tall, like I said, that kind of go up as far as the eye can see from down here. There's little kind of hutches and homes that are built into the side of them, kind of tiny swinging doors, fling open and people peer out. Various people, not only fae. Anything that's smaller than a squirrel resides here in the small court, and Pixie Grotto is their capital.
Are there any hedgehogs?
Absolutely, there's a whole family. But they're
Oh,
just on the
hell yeah.
banks.
They're the best. I love hedgehogs.
Sanic.
No! Like, this is like a Beatrix Potter novel. This is like, what's I think Mrs. Tiggy Winkle is the hedgehog.
Oh,
No.
God.
I'm sorry, I'm just thinking about that now.
Just thinking about.
I don't remember if there were hedgehogs in Redwall. A lot of badgers.
Hmm.
As we pass the Queen statue, I turn to it. I go down to one knee, and lower my head, and then I'm like, yeah,
No.
yeah.
He needs oil.
Jack just pats him on the way past them.
Jack, you can't. Oh, fuck.
He's fine. He's just. No, he's not fine. Hold on. Then he'll oil him up. It looks horrible. He sounds horrible.
I mean, I don't know if this spell can technically do this.
It can.
No.
It can.
I was gonna use mending to see if I could like free up his movement a little bit.
Yeah, totally. I reckon that'd
Dare
work.
you? How absolutely dare he pulls out his cannon.
No.
Don't do what I do.
I pull out my rifle.
No.
God, what is that? What's that? No, he doesn't.
Yeah, I just like I put a hand on top of this stony thing's head and cast mending. I think it takes a minute, but like I'm just maybe loosening him up a little bit.
Oh my!
Stop.
The real boy.
Yeah, so as
I'm so sorry.
as Jack goes to, I guess, oil him up or something, or put oil on him, whatever, he sees Lowen do that, and Jack just looks. You see his ears kind of like one kind of like almost curls in a little bit. He kind of tilts his head to the side. He tilts his head to the side. And then he just gives Lowen a nod.
No.
All right.
I've never felt so good.
Oh no, I hate it.
Take it back.
What were you made out of, rock, or are you wearing metal by chance? I'll cast heat metal and kill you.
No, I'm just rock. You can cast heat rock.
I'm just rock.
I probably got like
Everywhere
ore
else.
inside me.
Very cool. You collectively move up and enter into the chambers of Duke Toadheart. But this is where a 5-minute break might be very much appreciated, of which we're going to begin now. Boo, 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 boo. We'll be back. Yeah. You go on. Tell us your nightmare. Though we are live on the
Terrifying.
internet.
Yeah, my nightmare is no wires, all wireless.
My nightmare's the opposite, actually. So many wires. Coincidentally. I'm
I was about
horrified.
to say, yeah, that'd be my heaven. No wires.
No
You just
wires?
gotta because wireless thing. I mean, wireless peripherals are fine, and wireless internet's fine to a point.
Really?
But everything just runs better when it's wired.
You're right. However, I still hate it. You can all drag yourselves out in the south, where Captain Lilybite is. You walk in to the Duke Toadheart's chambers. It's very sacred. It's very regal. The chamber's entrance itself is like guarded by these very long, towering reeds. It has these like blooming lotus flowers on, and you see all the way at the far end of the room, past the kind of trickling, drizzling water, and these beautiful lily pads, and various like courtesans are kind of lounging around, snacking on tiny berries. You see there is a magnificent, I guess, lotus flower, which is gilded and encrusted with gold decol. A beautiful little reflecting pool for the once king, now Duke, Toadheart. Here he is, the handsome guy. Notice absence of crown. He's so handsome. Look at his little feet. He's surrounded by some small guard too. Captain Lilybite walks in. She bows very, very deeply with great reverence and continues forth. And she flutters above, and her feet kind of touch the top of the lily pads.
Just like playing hopscotch.
When Lilybite reaches kind of close enough to address the Duke without having to scream, they bow again. And you see lounging in the reflection pool, Duke Toadheart. Rise, Captain. You needn't bow to me any longer. And Lilybite kind of stands up, and her back goes quite rigid. She's still holding the peace lily staff in one hand. And she says, apologies, your majesty. And Toadheart lifts a hand again and says, your grace is fine, Captain. And Lilybite, like, shakes her head, restarts again, says, your grace, these members of your court have repeatedly infracted upon the rules, upon my specific command, and now they have attacked some Darkling mercenaries on behalf of the Queen. And you see...
It was self-defense!
Duke's Toadheart's tongue comes out and flicks his eye. He looks over at you. He has a lot of kind of weight and authority in his look. And he looks at the captain again and says, did any of them live to tell the tale? And Lilybite says, your grace? I did not stutter, Captain. And he looks over and addresses like the greater group. And he says, did any of the Darklings live to tell the Queen of what happened?
No, none of them.
I think no, but thinking back, we like before they all started going invisible and stuff. We did get like a good count before and after, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you got them all,
Okay,
as far as you know.
Okay. Yeah.
Wait, yeah? They
No.
did live?
No, he's going to say the correct thing. I couldn't remember what the guy said.
Oh.
They all attacked, and well, none of them made it out.
The king nods. Oh, the duke nods. He says, well, it could have been anything or anyone that felled the queen's mercenaries. And Lilybite frowns and turns back and says, the queen has eyes everywhere in the forest. She likely already knows. And Toadheart lifts the same hand up and says, what else can she take from us? From me? Be done with this, Captain. Lander's back in the reflection pool. I'm sure you've
Hey,
given
if
them
you
the
don't tell
earful
her, I don't
enough.
know who is.
Please do not interrupt me as I speak. Eyes.
Sorry.
Reflects. Sits. Lilybite kind of looks a little bit pissed off. And after a few, like, really quiet seconds, she says, as you command, Your Grace. And she turns to leave. You hear a new voice, though, interrupting, and someone emerges from behind the plinths. You all recognize this. This is Maple Bell, and she's the archivist. She's a moth. She says, Duke Toadheart, I've heard rumors from some of the guard that, well, Your Grace, the prophecy. And the Duke opens his eyes, licks his eyeball again, sits up. Archivist, if you have something to say, be plain with it. She flutters and gently kind of lands on one of the petals of the lotus flower. Says, well, the prophecy speaks of our freedom from under the Queen's hand. Lilybite kind of whips around very sharply and says, Your Grace, we should not speak of such mutinous things. And she's looking around at, like, all of these kind of court denizens around. She's not really sure of, like, the loyalty of everybody in the court. And Toadheart is kind of silent, still reclined in the reflection pool.
I would try to read Lilybite's reaction, if it's just out of, like, maybe love for this other person, or is it more just, like, fear?
You can absolutely insight.
Oh.
Can I help?
Yes,
Mayhaps?
absolutely.
I don't have
No, but I
what
do.
you call it. Yeah, but I think we both need it, don't we?
Mm-mm. Just the person helping. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Let's see. Oh.
Damn. Didn't need it.
Very based. You can tell that you know Lilybite quite well because you've had a few run-ins with her. You can tell that she is, she's not loyal to the Queen of Elfame in any capacity, but she's deadly loyal to the crown of, like, the small court. And you see that she's a very pragmatic person, and she's not looking around in a way which makes you think that there's any kind of, like, love for anyone. It's more, yeah, like you said, it's more fear that, you know, they might kill, like, the Duke, or they might get some kind of repercussion, or something even worse might fall upon the small court than what has already happened, which is obviously the death of the Queen.
Okay, got it.
Toadheart's silent for a very long time, long enough that people start kind of whispering, and then he sits up and everyone falls silent again. And he says, Archivist Maplebell, I'm sure these brave adventurers, makes that word choice very decisively, should wish to tour The fluttering library. It is one of the best in Elfame. He says, he sits up and he looks over. Of course, any word against our beloved queen is forbidden. But I remind you, where there is fight, there is might, no matter how small. And then he leans back. And that's like a dismissal from the Duke. He's floating on his back. Maple Bell and Captain Lilybite bow. And they both kind of align together. The captain looks at you and kind of whispers, says, "You are very lucky. The Duke is so tolerant."
Hang on. I have an answer. I just need to look into my oath. Ordinary people might win my mercy, but sworn enemies will not. And he just walks away.
The captain looks over the top of the gnome, looks at Crag, looks at Jack, looks at Lowen.
Jack will move up and just like, it's just been a long day.
Lilybite nods.
I understand your reasoning, but we are fiercely loyal.
Jack Maplebell lifts and puts one tiny little moth hand on your shoulder and smiles very warmly. It looks like a cat in the sun. That's what the smile looks like. And says, it's very appreciated.
Just gives a slight nod, then turns and starts fiddling on something.
I'd love to show you the fluttering library if y'all want to see it.
Absolutely.
We would be so grateful.
Is this one of your
I think you got
friends?
roped into this.
Lilybite
Well, we
hangs
just
back.
met today, but they saved some ducks, so they're cool in my book. I think you're kind of stuck with us until the king tells you can leave.
What? Why can't I just go?
He said, these adventurers, not adventurer, need to go see the library.
Please,
Alright,
stranger. Did you tell us your name?
No, I didn't.
Very
Well, I'm
well.
Thimble. What's your name? This is Crag, that's JJ.
My name's Lowen.
Nice to meet you, Lowen.
You too.
Lowen,
What?
if you come from afar, then you will soon learn that these lands operate differently to those that are foreign to us. You can't simply leave a place like this. Not when destiny calls.
Ain't that the truth?
And I can tell you this as well. If it is children you seek, the Queen of Elfame has them. And by my blade, and the soul of Rani, we will liberate all under the Queen's thumb, dead or alive.
Stop calling her that. It's the mother of the toll. The mother of changelings. That's it.
When he, right after Craig said that, like he, like swear at his blade and everything. Jackal, who's like fiddling with something, taps Lowen on the shoulder and just whispers to Lowen, that 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 just means he's a friend now.
He's like rambling on. He's rambling on about like oaths and like like
so based.
promises of blood and fire and like the whole time.
Reach that promise.
Oh no.
You're a
Wait,
friend
wrong
now.
series.
Every heart of a man, woman, or child who serves the queen. This I swear to you, and we will find your children.
Oh no. Hey Blitz, I got something to show you.
Yeah.
So
Oh
based.
God. Right. Okay. So this queen was a witch and took the,
He's a charlatan and a murderer.
She
I
murdered the queen.
suppose
Maybe Bell's ushering you
colonized
away before you
the-
like I don't know, get the entire court murdered. I will drag you onto a new map while you're speaking. Sorry, Lucy. You can drag yourselves out in the south. You enter the fluttering library. And Maple Bell takes a place all the way up here.
I
Hmm.
love this map.
It is a
Lone.
Sorry, it's just the inside of a tree.
No,
It's been
please.
carved out. There's kind of ornate flowers around. There's beetles and bugs and other such things that are reading, little books, and other little poems on the back of bark. There's food, there's cards, there's a mouse kind of smoking a small cigar in the corner, wearing sunglasses. There's vials of like rainbow liquid. And yeah, that's it. That's that. Sorry, please go on.
Lone, you were saying something about the near witch.
I guess I was just clarifying the story again.
It's true, what you've been told.
Hmm.
Not everyone in the Pixie Grove speaks of rebellion, but that's something we three hope to change.
I don't mean this to sound rude, but you talk about living under this queen's thumb. What exactly has she done that is so different from the previous kings and queens? Any monarchy, really?
She bids summons on a whim, and there, when she has called people to her court, she tortures them.
She likes it. I've seen it.
She holds festivals of pain.
So insane.
She steals young from the mortal world.
Also, I think we're ignoring the obvious. They were literally kidnapping a few people that
Yes,
you happened to stumble upon.
the mother of ducks is sacred to our waters. Without her, the water cannot be pure. I've no doubt this was another torturous scheme by the Queen, meant to make us drink only murky water, bloody water, cursed water, bloom water.
Okay. Hmm. Have you considered going about your rebellion in a moral manner?
Ugh.
In a what manner? I'm sorry, you kind of broke up a little bit.
In a subtle manner? I don't know if that was any better.
Yeah,
It was.
Yeah, it was. Well, it originally began as such until we had to save our friends from being taken and innocents being taken. And the subtle approach kind of lost that charm.
We have made allies across the kingdoms. Spies, a network of us. But we can only spy for so long. The horrors we have all seen have surpassed our threshold. Now we must fight.
I see.
No mercy for the wicked.
Blood for Rani.
For Ronnie, is that like a god?
Blitz. Blitz.
Is this a fucking like?
Elden
It's an
Ring.
Elden Ring
Yeah.
thing.
Blitz is pretending to be Blythe.
I'm pissed. I'm sorry.
I'm not. I swear. I'm just incorporating a little bit of blight. I'm just doing a little bit of a blight thing. Only a little bit, though. Only a little bit. It's like VTM. I'm a mirror as well. I'm a mirror. Whatever you're thinking, Lone, the silence speaks volumes. But I assure you, we will find the children that you seek.
I mean, I asked you who your god is. You know, you don't have to ignore the question.
I know.
All right.
Well, I mean, as far as me, I don't really have much. I mean, I know they exist, but I don't follow any god.
Oh, I meant more him because he's like the one talking about Ronnie or something.
Lone, you may have noticed that I am a rock.
Yeah, I did.
I do not function.
He's not the rock. He's a rock.
Only a
he's
rock.
He's not IROC like that country top side.
Although no, I can't say that.
We're live.
Oh my lord.
I am a rock.
Maple Bell is at the front of the library. Indeed, this is filled with books, various kinds of books. Not really the typical books that Lowen would probably be accustomed to, with like fronts and backs, but more kind of tomes and scrolls that are on very natural fibrous materials and stuff, and writings and scriptures and carved onto the tables themselves, onto the chairs, various other kinds of means, little devices that carry voice and song. Maple Bell is just watching. She's here because she's very proud of her library. And indeed, everything in here has a kind of flutter to it. Everything's kind of moving softly, kind of twinkling. And she's just here to help and to quietly admire. And she also knows it's a safe space, and these three are very much ACAB.
He continues on. I must consume enough blood to become a full-fledged being of my own.
Lauren just kind of stares. Okay. How much blood have you consumed?
I don't know. He opens his mouth wide.
How do you know if it'll ever be enough? What if there is no point where it is enough? What if it's just an unending, insatiable?
I have to believe. We all have to believe in something.
I suppose that's true. And you looks at the rabbit.
Seem like reading a book, sitting down now.
you make all those things that you're wearing?
Oh, Also, he's ingested about 6 pints of blood total.
Jack is my minder. He keeps me functioning.
I don't actually feed him blood. That just.
I mean,
yes, I
Sometimes he
do.
attaches machines to me while I sleep.
you know, people can lose a certain amount of blood before they die. Have you tried taking donations?
You can do that.
Who's gonna give
Yeah.
up their blood willingly here? Jesus. Can do
No.
magic with that shit.
Jack writes that down. Jack writes that down.
Lowen introduces the Fey world to modern medicine.
What?
Until today, they're gonna do something weird with that blood. After today, maybe it's useful.
Did you happen to make yours also? I see you have.
Oh no, I was given these.
Oh,
Do you have something here called the bloom?
Stares at the DM.
thank God.
Not really.
Oh
You have
god, I'm
blooming
staying here.
flowers.
Fuck you guys.
You got spring, which is blooming.
Yeah. You talking about spring? That
No.
happens like once a year.
I'm talking about a disease.
Perhaps you speak of
No.
the night of the red bloom, 500 years ago.
What?
It's
I
in a
would
book.
remember that. You're lying.
It's in a book.
You're in a book, man.
It's in a book.
I
Then
was
no,
60. I was 60. I'd remember that.
It's in a book. Then we have no bloom of which you speak. It's in a book.
There are like diseases that affect the Feywood. None that kind of seem like the bloom. But they're various like motley, unhinged Feywild diseases. Like they'll make you talk backwards, or they'll make you like stand on your head, or like dissociation disease where you like your limbs will just disappear for an unexplainable amount of time and then return at some points. Kind of Feywild-esque diseases, but like nothing like what's being talked about here.
Okay.
Maple Bell looks at the group and looks at Lowen. Am I correct to assume that you were looking for some lost children?
Yeah.
For what it's worth, I'm quite sorry that they've gotten taken.
That's okay. Well, I hope I can find them.
She nods and smiles a little bit nervously. We do too. But I fear that you are on a bit of a time limit. We've seen, it looks around at the group, we've seen this thing before, these children being taken from the outside. It's only a matter of time before eventually they're released and they take their place in Elfame, but when they do that, they're without light or left, or they're basically grown-ups.
I see.
She nods.
Perhaps Lowen would be interested in tomes about the Queen's history, wise archivist, or perhaps the Queen's domain.
Of course. I think it might be the music bot, Denny.
Okay.
Yeah, I haven't heard any sounds coming from Sharon, for what it's worth.
Cool. Mabel like bows and nods and says, "Of course, of course, of course. Let me see what I have here. I do have a copy of the prophecy, of course." And they side eye.
I have a question. I
Yeah,
have a
of course.
question.
Sure.
If I'm a what is it, cloistered scholar, could Jack just say while he's writing something in a notebook, he just says, "Oh, it's located here at this, like third aisle on second shelf," or something like that?
Yeah, if you're a cloistered scholar, you would have spent a lot of time with Mabel. This is one of the best libraries in Elfame as well, which is pretty cool. She nods, she flutters off, kind of up on the inside of this tree. She's gone for a few minutes.
Close this notebook. Put it away.
And she'll flutter back down.
There isn't really a lot on her personal history. She ordered all of the books like that to be delivered to her court for who knows what reasons. But I managed to preserve a little bit of information. And she takes out like a scroll that's been written on an autumnal leaf. It's very delicate. She'll hand it to Lowen.
I will read it.
It talks about how the Near Witch was once a princess, perhaps. And it talks about how her dreams were snatched up when her beloved was blinded permanently and cursed to ever walk in a desert that she could never reach. And so since then, the Near Witch increased her sorcery, max leveled her sorcery points out, became a very potent witch. And then she eventually kind of expanded her influence and her domain and, built her court by accumulating the rest of the kingdoms. So, this is just one of the kingdoms, the small court. There's others that are like the court of the giants, the court of the groves. There's heaps of them, like an infinite amount throughout all of Elfame. And she effectively built up her influence by subjugating the rest of the courts and taking all of their monarchy titles and making herself the queen. But it's rumored that no one dares to speak out against her and her influence because she has what's called the magic brush and book. And she is thought to be, according to this, the one that controls all the stories of Elfame. And perhaps you've noticed, perhaps you haven't, but Elfame itself is built almost entirely on the back of stories, and which means that she can effectively control anyone like a puppet if she so desires, if she so writes it down or perceives it.
Okay.
You see Maple Bell is holding a small little piece of, I guess it's like a little acorn in her hands. And she is looking nervously at Lowen and at Crag and at the rest of the group.
What's that?
Well, it's the prophecy that your friends are talking about.
Okay. And
Under light of twin moon,
Would you?
beneath shadow of toadstool, one will come and turn ashes to ashes. So spake the prophecy.
So spake.
So
I think you
spake.
might want to hear it, and then you can make your decision on maybe what you want to do, or
okay.
she'll read it.
Hold out a hand. Oh,
She shall read it. I will not read it in accent, just so we can make it super cool. She reads, "'Twas starlit, and the fairy folk did whisper soft in shadowed glen. All shimmering were the ancient oaks, then come lone druid from the fen. Her reign shall stretch o'er hill and dale, every bent crown her might unfurled. With her brush and page woe bewail, she makes and unmakes every world. I, the queen will rule ironclad, Elfame's dying light will fade, and once all child's hope is had, the realm itself will be unmade." You see she turns the acorn, and there's like a bit which is kind of scorched and harder to read, as if it was tried to be erased. And it says, "Like dawn breaking the vault of black, like the lone lantern in the dark, an untouched tale so ancient back, where hope might make its mark. Under twin moons and Elfame's night, beneath toadstool's shadowed brim, the chosen wields their burning light, ash to ash they sunder the grim. One blade mighty, its power unlike any other, to cleft one's head clean from their shoulder, the vorpal sword will finish the mother. But be wary, thou who hear this tale, the Jabberwocky was slain indeed, but the Jub soars on the gale, and the Bandersnatch has lethal speed. When jaws that snap and eyes that gleam meet the blade both swift and bright, the queen shall fall from power's dream, and Elfame bathe in freedom's light." She finishes.
that was amazing.
You are amazing.
I think Lowen feels ill. Would it be possible to like get that poem?
Yeah, absolutely. She'll give you the prophecy in the acorn. She'll give you acorn.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
And she gives you like a comforting little like head pat. And she smiles at you, and it's like again a kitten in the sun.
Like that.
Yeah, exactly like that.
I mean, I don't know. This is probably just coincidence, right?
I mean, that's all fate is, really.
I'm just here to get the kids and go.
For what it counts,
I
I think if you could do a whole lot more good for a whole lot more people, it would mean the world to us. I know we're small. I know we probably don't matter that much to you, but this is our world.
It's not that I don't care, it's that I can't make that kind of promise.
You don't need a
I
promise
barely
to
got
do it.
through.
You just need to try.
I barely got through that fight on my own 2 feet, so
You're not alone. Besides, what of your friends?
And who is to say they don't make the little problems go big later?
Oh.
okay. Have you heard of this sword thing, the Vorpal sword?
She nods. Everybody else here would have heard of the legendary Vorpal sword. It's said that once a young, ambitious girl called Alice used it to slay the Jabberwocky, which was a horrific kind of almost like a draconic bird-like creature. It's said that the Vorpal sword can rend head from shoulder of any beast and deliver a decisive blow.
Hmm. Do you happen to know where it is?
It's heavily
It's right
guarded.
here. I brandish my sword.
Call it out. It's a toothpick.
It's heavily guarded. The queen obviously has tried to remove the traces of this prophecy. Most people don't know the second half. But she flutters her moth wings. I went through great pains to keep it just in case that we ever found someone that fit.
She flutters her wings again.
It said that the Vorpal sword is deep in the grottos of the Lone Owl, which is just past the Wonderwood. It's very dangerous, but not impossible. Nothing's impossible.
Well, as long as those trees don't get us, we should be all right.
Nods.
So it's not in her court, it's somewhere else.
No, it's too dangerous to keep that close.
Okay. I mean, I suppose we can try and go look for it.
She smiles and she says, well, I don't have anything. I don't know if Jack might remember. Jack's got a very good memory, but I don't think I have anything on its exact location.
Looks at Jack.
I think
I don't know. Does he have a
A history check at advantage.
history at advantage? Okay, I'll do it. Little
Yahoo!
thing.
Oh,
Oh.
fuck yeah. You know that you yourself have looked for the Vorpal sword because, you've seen obviously this acorn before in the prophecy, and you're like, well, fuck it, we don't need any chosen any motherfucker. We'll just go use the sword, right? But you haven't found
Yeah,
even
for
in
rebellion.
yeah, period. You haven't found anything in here on the fluttering library on the vocal sword. But as you're thinking, you remember that there is someone that is particularly potent at divinatory magic when they're feeling good nearby.
All right. Well, I do. There's nothing here really about that, but I do know someone who could possibly locate or give us a vague direction.
Their name is the Mad Hatter.
Oh no.
But they need to be in a good mood. And it's the Mad Hatter.
Lauren just squints. Okay. Okay, let's we can go see them, I suppose. My friends got separated from me on the path. Now, I don't know what happened. We saw some signs and we were following them. And then, like, I just kind of looked around and noticed they were gone. Does that kind of thing happen often here?
Oh, yeah, it does. People that ain't native to the Feywood usually, to Elfhame specifically, usually, they don't exactly find their way like we can.
Okay. Um, the someone said the queen takes in changelings. Why has she just gotta change rings? Is there something particular? Is she a changeling?
Of course, she's, well, they call her Mother of the Changelings because all the changelings came from her. Right? Looks at the group.
Yeah.
So it is known.
Oh. Like she crafted them like out of clay or something crazy.
I think so. I don't know if it's
Oh.
clay, but something like that.
The tale I had spun that she was the first to use dark and twisted magics to change her form for the first time. And from there she bore offspring of offspring. That she changed herself so much that she divided into two people, who bore a son and daughter, who could change themselves, and who wed and bred, and from there all changelings were divined.
Maple's nodding.
So the story goes.
So the story goes. But usually they always find their way back here. And they'll go to the court and they'll have their ceremonies or whatever, and then they'll join up with her, make her more powerful and stuff.
Right. Okay.
They're very dangerous.
What, the cult?
The changelings.
They command a power that had before been granted only to the Fey Woods. To take it and manifest it and wield it in a person is unthinkable. Sacred magic.
I see. So I got a lot to contend with.
April squeezes Lauren's shoulder and tries to be comforting. She says, with a little smile,
Where there's fight, there's might, right? No matter how small.
No matter how small.
By any means necessary.
A cab.
Um, I happen to have heard of someone who wandered through Elfame prior to myself in search of lost children. I don't know their fate, but they were a family friend. Does the name Fen mean anything to you?
Maple shakes her head.
Usually, those who wander lost, they, disappear. Sometimes they end up as part of the court. Sometimes they get taken to other places.
Okay.
All footsteps glow in Elfame. Even those who disappear leave a golden trail behind. If there is another you seek, I'm sure we can find their path.
Okay. I'll look at Jack. So we need to go find your friend, the Mad Hatter. Are they okay being called that, or do they just like to be called Hatter? Do they even have a name?
I'm sure he doesn't mind.
Seems kind of rude, but
I
okay.
just kind of always walk in. I'm like, hey, what up, G? And I think G means Jeff, but like, I don't think it means anything.
I heard his name was Larry.
Okay, I'll just go with Sir then.
That
Yeah,
works.
he's pretty fickle, so just
Alright.
yeah.
You might recall the Mother of Swans bore a hat as well. I heard the legend that the Mother of Swans and the Mad Hatter were once wed in a past life.
You just like keep talking shit.
I've heard these tales.
How long have you been sentient?
What?
What?
What did he say?
I didn't say anything. I don't know what you're talking about.
Such is the way of Elfame.
Lauren just looks a bit confused. Or just tired.
Jack realizes that one was like, "Oh, you're the Mad Hatter. You know where he is." So he puts the little notebook away. Stands up.
You can,
Well,
if
if
you
he's-
so need, to have a rest as well. Sorry, just so you have a heads up. You take it back up.
Like a short rest?
Yeah.
I'm assuming?
Yeah.
Do I even get anything back on a short rest?
I get my total divinity back.
Nice. Yeah, I don't think I get anything back.
Let me just check. I can get something back. Combined level that is equal to or less than half your druid level. So half my druid level is 1.5. Rounded up is 2. So I can get that level 2 back. Yeehaw.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
Ooh. Sorry, I'm just reading a spell.
Long rest.
I don't know
Oh,
if you need to roll
damn.
some hit dice too, Lauren. That could be good.
Oh yeah, that's true. I'm only lacking 4 points, so let's see how this goes. Yeah!
Nice. Okay, so yeah, no, I'm good. I can't do anything.
I'm gonna get rid of this spot.
Void. Wait, does my Eldritch Cannon go away if I take a short rest? I hope not.
I think you have to
I
resummon
think
it,
it's
but
short.
I think you can
Well,
bring
yeah.
it back.
They don't last for super long. There is like a limitation on them. I forgot what it is.
Well, they have hit points. It doesn't have a time limit or anything.
Yeah. I don't mind
Like,
if you
doesn't
just keep it
say,
out.
Oh wait. Wait. You can dismiss it early. Wait, hold on. I need to read it. Give me a minute.
Once you create it, you can't do so again until you finish a long rest or use a first level spell slot.
Oh no, yeah, I just have it until it's reduced to 0 hit points.
Very nice.
Or
Yeah.
I, get rid of it.
Low and wait before you roll a hit die.
Oh.
Forgive me. I would do well to have a sample of your blood.
He's got like some weird thing. It's beneficial, I promise.
Thanks, man.
The man's
Lawrence.
always trying to get blood from a stone. I don't know how it's ever going to work.
It's a right I've shared with my 2 other brethren. Only, should we ever be separated, I can use your blood to find you.
I wish I had shatter. No.
No.
Oh my god! I'm like, yo, I can take damage to find you when we get separated, and you're like, damn, I wish I could nuke you.
Lauren kind of lifts their shirt a little bit and takes some of the bandages away from one of their wounds.
But
Right.
Lowen, remember, this is before you roll any hit die. So worry not.
What's a hit dice?
The magical fey concept. You mortal dwellers wouldn't get it.
What do you mean?
I know where you come from, Nomius.
I've been here longer than you.
No, miss.
I know where you come from.
Very good.
Okay,
Lowen,
what are you doing to me?
please, I shouldn't draw the blood myself. If you
Jesus Christ.
just take
Okay.
a drop and put it in my mouth, it's not as weird as it seems. I don't have it.
Lauren puts a finger on their wound, then puts their finger in. the mouth.
His mouth like grinds slowly to like
Oh,
press.
this feels weird.
Until you feel like the blood drops a little on the stony base of his mouth and then sort of dissolves through the stone. Thank you. I hope we never need to use it.
Okay.
6 liters and 1 drop. Just walks away.
Jack, please don't share my confidential reports.
Thumbs up.
Lauren's just kind of. I don't usually stick my fingers in people's mouths. So, well. This is just weird.
That's how we say hello in Elfame.
We're trustworthy.
He's lying.
Can I have like a look through some of the books just very briefly, I guess?
Yeah, you have a look.
I don't know if I'm looking for anything in particular. I guess anything like maybe if there's anything particularly about changelings.
There's not a lot on changelings in particular, other than kind of identifying features or like little glimpses of like them in stories and stuff. You can make me a investigation check if you so wish.
Yes.
I don't know if. Okay, never mind.
Oh, sorry.
I wasn't sure if I could help, but Lowen's doing their own thing. So
Lowen, you're like looking for these books. You find a little bit on like the nature of changelings and like the beginning. The only thing out of what Mabel Bell has kind of said and like the rest of the group have said is that the rumor is that changelings come from the rib cage of the mother changeling, and that's pretty much it.
That's so crazy. I'm like Eve. Anyway.
If you wanted to help Jack, you can absolutely help. It makes sense because you are a passionate advocate.
Well, I figured maybe you wouldn't. Oh, go ahead, Lucy.
I think we were thinking the same thing in that I don't think Lauren would ask for help because they're...
Yeah, that's what I figured.
Yeah. I'm sorry.
No, it's
Makes
fine.
sense.
Yeah. I figured that's why. Yeah, it's like, okay, I get it. I see you. I see you. You all the way over there, but I see you.
Yeah, that's what you find. And I suppose after a little bit of a rest in the fluttering library, Maple Bell bids you farewell and says, "Good luck! Good luck out there!" And you depart to find the Mad Hatter and the Vorpal Sword.
The Mad Hatter.
And that is where we're going to leave off this session. But only in a few days. We're back in near. Thank you for joining us on Twitch. It's an honor. It's a privilege.
Hell yeah.
Thank
Bye.
you, legends.
Bye.
Bye.
Later.